What a beautiful day. Morning, sheeper. Thanks for wrecking a $50 bale of hay in 2 days. Appreciate it. Let's go find some dead twigs off one of these trees over here.
Sure.
We get our fire started, get the garage warmed up. We can warm our hands up before we freeze our butts off out here today in this beautiful weather. Oh, the dead ones are normally at the bottom here. Just need about a handful. Good enough, Haley? Wow.
It's only good enough.
All that and you get a green piece of cherry?
Oh.
We'll just stick with the pine. Thanks, Haley. It's dark in here. Look at that. So you might notice we don't have all our insulation up, but we do have some of our ceiling insulated and some steel up, but that video is actually on our other channel. We'll show you that once we get it done. These ashes right here works great for the garden, good for your soil. As long as you don't burn any plastics and junk in it, which we don't. We just put wood in it. Now let's take the extension cord out. So the garage is a major mess at the moment because we are literally in hardcore construction trying to get this garage all done, insulated, the walls up and everything. And we don't have another big enough building to put all this stuff out of here, so we're literally tripping over everything trying to work on it. The better route is to completely empty your garage when doing all the work, but yeah, we took the hard route of tripping over everything, but we're getting there. Get that hair back. I don't want to crush your microphone.
Just open this.
All right, we'll let that get cooking for a minute. If you're at all curious about this Predator 9500 generator, we actually put a video out on it, and it's on our other channel, Great American Northern Garage. We'll put a link up there at the end of the video. Be sure to check it out, because I would not recommend this to anyone. If you're watching this and you're thinking about buying one, watch that video so you don't end up like us and buying a $2,000 piece of equipment that you do not like. In our previous video about putting in insulation, if you look down in there, inside the building, you can see light, daylight. This comes right out and in. So right now it's behind our insulation that we put up. So mice can actually climb up in there, get in there, everywhere around this whole building and build themselves a nice little nest and trails and everything. Like a lot of the comments that we've got was, what are we gonna do about the mice? You need to do this, you need to do that. Well, this building was not built with the rat guard at the bottom of it, so that's what we purchased. We're gonna do it now. We didn't build this building, it was there when we purchased it in the first place. Right, Haley?
Yep.
Right. this is what rat guard looks like. See it? See the end of that thing right there? So this end slides up behind the metal, and this butts up against all those holes where our lovely mice like to come in. And then it's got a nice little angle down here that's folded, so rain or snow and stuff just kind of, you know, goes right off it. So what we're gonna have to do is take the screws out of the lower down here, slide it up, and put the screws right back in. What do we do when we first come out in the shop, Haley? I gotta remind you girls this all the time. What do you have in the top right-hand drawer of a toolbox?
Safety glasses.
Safety glasses! Exactly. We need both of your eyes because when Dad goes blind from not wearing his, who's gonna lead him around, right? You probably don't need earplugs yet. No, we're not doing any. You might. Safety first, Haley. Safety first. All right, Haley, so here's what I need you to do. All the bottom ones, all the way down, I need you to take this, right? And screw it out like that. You can leave those washers on there. They'll stick on there. If they come off, that's fine. But when we go to put the screws back in, we want to make sure if there's no washer on this, it goes back with a washer. The washer seals the water from dripping in there and rotting your wood and stuff out, okay? You handle all that? You got a pocket to put all this in?
Yeah.
You got any holes in that pocket?
No.
Good. Haley, both hands, so let's show you something. Okay. Yep, see how you did that? But if you put it on it like this and you push right here, it'll help you control it. Put it on and push, because you don't want to strip the head out, okay?
Yep.
There you go. Haley, so look at. So when it's making that noise, that means you're crooked. You got to be straight with a screw. This has to be straight with a screw, so it's all the way in. See that? So when it's making that noise, that means you're not on all the way. Stop and make sure it's all the way in there. Straight on, not crooked like that. All the way in there like this. And then boom, it'll come right out. All right? Thanks. Perfect. Here, you can hold those. All right, now we're going to slide this up in there. Grab that end, Haley. We're going to slide it all the way snug up in there. Good job. Good job. Look, so this flat piece has to slide up behind it. Slide up behind all this.
Like that.
Yeah, now we got to pull this way a little. Don't cut your finger in between it, okay? A little bit of this is iced. A little iced up. Let me pull some of it back. Always wear gloves when messing with sheet metal, Haley. I mean, it's almost important as glasses, except your fingers, you know, don't usually get cut all the way off, just partially. Wow. So I ended up getting a couple little hook tools because trying to put a 12-piece or a 12-foot piece, sliding it up, it just wants to hit everywhere. It's not as easy as it may seem just to slide it up in there. I guess that's why you should probably do this before, you know, you do your project. Also, I recommend doing this before snow, but hey, you know, just because it snows don't mean you sit in the house and do absolutely nothing. Wintertime is when mice are really going to try to get into your garage. So you see how that works? It's slid up behind there and it goes pretty tight up against that. There's still a little air that can get through and still keep air flow going through the back side of this sheet metal to keep it from getting moisture buildup that everybody's so scared of, which I don't blame them. But no mice or bugs, maybe really tiny ones can get in there. I'm not really sure, but it's pretty tight if you look. That's not even pushed up against there. It'll be up against there that tight when we screw it down. All the way across. We're gonna go down, drip off the edge. Boom. I think this should have been done while they were building the building, huh, Haley?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you have done it that way?
Yeah, probably.
Now just to put the screws back in, the original holes. It looks like it goes up far enough to connect. Just gotta make sure it's pushed up tight. So when working on a steel building, especially in the wintertime, and you're working right down here low, always be sure to look up and make sure there's no ice overhanging, because we got the heat on in there. What's gonna happen is, because we don't have it all the way insulated in there yet, the ceiling will get warm, the roof will then get warm, which will then start melting the snow and ice, making it want to slide off. And where's it going to go when you're sitting right underneath it? Right on your head. So either wear a helmet or clear your roof off first, or just be careful. All right, Haley. What's the problem now with that darn thing? What do we run into here?
This side was lowered down, the sheet metal. All that side went lifted up. It's only around the ends of the sheet metal that are lifted down, that are not lifted.
Now what's it causing?
For these to not go all the way up.
Yep, because this one is a lot lower. This one hangs about a ½ inch lower than all the rest of them. So we got it tight up against these ones. It won't go any higher up because this is down low right here. So now we have to cut a line. We have to draw a line from here all the way over and cut about a ½ inch off of that in order to get this to fit. Otherwise we can cut this trim and start over, but then that would look ugly. And we don't want it to look ugly when this is the only piece of the steel that is lower. The rest is all even. This is the only piece. So we decided we'll just go ahead and cut that. Slide that this way without taking it all the way back off. Really go over there and see where it's hitting the sheet metal. Trying to slide it over, it's hitting that piece, pull the sheet metal out. Hey, using that hook tool.
Oh, where is it?
Right here. Just grab onto the blue sheet metal and pull it out just a little bit so I can keep sliding it over. You got it?
Yep.
Pull it out farther. There you go. All right. Oh, well, I bet that looked a lot faster on time lapse, but it was a real pain in the butt. All right, Haley, let's get this slid back over here. Go grab that end and lift up on it and push my way. Lift up so it's all the way up and push my way. Keep pulling it, there you go. We don't want it to drop down. Gotta stay up. Oh. Much better. I bet you thought this was gonna be the most funnest project we ever did, huh? Yeah. Quality fun! Warm them up, Haley. Don't touch this hot stove, though. It's probably roaring pretty good, huh? So here in the garage, this wall is not insulated yet. You can see you're right outside through there. And a little mouse could fit through there and climb up in here and go behind this insulation, you know, and make some messes and stuff. Stupid cat. I just don't want that falling on your head. You know what I mean? Now we got to do the same fun stuff. Get her tilted under. Just right here, yeah. Make sure it does not fall down. 2 down,
I think one more to go.
1 more to go on this side. The problem is, your girl stacked up 20 cord of firewood up against the other side over there. So how are we gonna get this on there? You're gonna have to move all the firewood so we can put this on, and then you're gonna have to bring the firewood and stack it back over, huh? Are you good to do this last one, or do you need to warm up first?
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay, Haley, hold this up. Oh yeah, that one went much better.
Best out of all.
Yep.
It's only gonna hold it up.
Yeah, hold it up. Do you have any more washers in your pocket? So this is how you install the rat guard. And we're gonna go ahead and finish up and get what we can done before dark. And you probably don't want to see any more, but thanks for joining us. I knight you, Haley May, as a rat guard installer. You may rise and take your rat guard
I will.
and install it on the garage. These sheep think it's really funny wasting that hay. Totally, totally. That hay really just got put out there a few days ago. You guys are naughty.